Yeah, it's weekend. This is my last weekend for my summer tour. After this weekend, I'll come home for a little bit before I go for my autumn tour. So man's busy, man. I did very busy these past few months. I get show this evening. I help one of my friends opening place for Lewisham. We're gonna have a nice show this evening, very intimate show. So if you're in London, and if you may come out tonight, place is called Fox and Ferkin for Lewisham. From 8 p.m. May not come out if you're there around. So yeah. Where I go start this yabis from now? The yabis where I get for them today plenty small. So I did Europe now. I did UK precisely. I did London. And I understand, many people for Africa, because of suffering, because of, say, we don't suffer where we're, we don't understand, say, our enjoyment not be materialism enjoyment. Yes, we don't suffer, but our true enjoyment, right, and to end our suffering, but not just for us, but for our entire future generations yet unborn. So if you look all over the world, I go show now, all these leading blacks, and they call them the leading blacks. And I will use different examples just to point to now why these people, they are agents basically in our communities. They be agents in our countries, to promote dysfunction. You understand? So many of these people are very stupid. Many of them don't get sense. Very stupid African men. If you go listen to fella for ITT, when people they say go listen to, people don't listen. They just they dance. Go and listen to fella for ITT. Fella say he gets one style where them they use. Them go give one they go bring one African a man with low mentality. Very important. Then go give $1 million bread to become of high position here. Him go bribe some $1,000 bread to become more useless chief. Like rats they do, they go from corner passing. You don't understand. Many of the rich people in Africa are stupid people. Men with low mentality, men without sense. They have no sense. Trust me. It is the duty, because these same people and their low sense, they have low sense, plenty money. Low sense, plenty money. So they can buy all the radio, buy the TV, buy all the newspaper, buy all the whole, information platform. And they're on this platform, they are employees, people that they pay money to. The ones that don't employ all these journalists directly, right? They sponsor their companies through advertisements. So these big companies and their owners advertise on all these platforms. Hundreds of millions of naira every year. Some of them get billion naira contracts with some of these big names for advertisements. So these same people that pay these people all this money, these same journalists, these TV personalities, these their errand boys on TV, will now be calling them business mogul, genius, brilliant, all these names that they call them. to make you think that these people are not stupid. But they are stupid. These are stupid people. Trust me. You know, so now that they put themselves in this position, you now looking up to them for solution. We'll be looking up to them for idea that they don't have. You know, and they will now be pretending by selling African people packaged toxicity. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. You understand? So now let me take you, a lot of young people, you know, many of them now will be young people for Nigeria, you know, now like hip hop music. So I'll use hip hop as an example. Let's go to our leading blacks in America. Let's go to the leading blacks in America. Let me show you the example. So there was a tragedy in 2019 in the hip hop community. A very prominent hip hop rapper was killed. His name is Nipsey Hussle. All of you know Nipsey Hussle and you like and love his music. Now, Nipsey Hussle promoted some kind of positive image, you know, pro-black excellence, all this, their rhetoric, you know. But he was also a gangster. And for some reason, he was caught up in gang violence and they killed him. Now, Nipsey was loved very much by the black community. Everybody loved her. From Europe to America, black people love this boy. Me, I've stopped listening to hip hop a long time. I still didn't hear hip hop, but I stopped following. Let me use the word following hip hop. You know, before I did follow hip hop where, you know, lyrics and everything, going to show that. But now, you know, I did hear him because, you know, you can't avoid hip hop. I hear it, but I know if it's also I follow hip hop. So I didn't really know him. I don't, even as I sit down like this, I know if you say I know one of his songs, you know. But I knew of him, you know, after he passed, you know. I can't realize, many people truly, you know, love the guy and, you know. But I didn't really investigate him personally. But what I followed was the response of the leading blacks. I followed the response of the leading blacks to his death. And this response surprised me. I can't know why we say for Africa, man, it go hard if we don't wake up by ourselves, man. It go hard. So now, somebody that we love was killed on the streets, shot by some gangster for some gang violence. So it was gangsterism that killed this guy. Gangsterism took away something that the black community loved. Then all the leading blacks gathered together. You know the solution where they bring? They say make all the gangs unite. Their solution was for all the gangs to unite and form a big gang. I'm telling you, you cannot make this shit up. These people say this, they do for the guy burial, they fly the gang color, they gather all the gang together. Their solution not be say black community should end gangsterism. They no talk say make black community stand up to stop gangsterism. They no talk. Some people say, what is the solution? The solution is gangsterism is destroying our society, our community. The solution is that we should end gangsterism. That is the solution. Ending gangsterism. Getting young people with their influence. Many of these leading blacks in America, the rappers, with their influence, they can, and the money that they have, they can stop gangsterism. Or at least reduce it. They can at least stop it or they can reduce it. But they say, no. We are going to form a bigger gang. Now, if anybody with some little sense look into the history of America itself, where these people did, you go realize, say, this kind of thing don't happen before. Right? This kind of thing don't happen before. The Italians were also different mafia gang and different gang in America. Different gang. This family, that family, Then one day, all this family, they come together. Say they're not going to fight themselves again. They come from mafia. So what the leading blacks, through the death of Nipsey Hussle in America, that time they advocate, they say, make we form our own mafia. Make we form our own mafia. As if we didn't see what the mafia had done to their communities all over America already. So now, this same kind of leading blacks now they exist for Nigeria. For Nigeria, we lack what they call class consciousness. As a people, we don't understand what in the class consciousness. That there's a class, there's what they call classism for this world. Classism. That your interest as a poor and working class Nigeria is different from the interest. Is different from the interest of the elite and rich Nigerians. You don't understand that. People don't understand the difference in that interest. See, you as a working class person, your interest is different. So I'll give you another example. Maybe if you open your eye to what's in the happen for Nigeria. Because you see, they don't program through their TV, you know, as I start, let me say, these people, they own all the radio. These people you are shouting against, they own all the radio, they own all the TV, they own all the social media platform that you go and complain and shout, all these influencer platform, yeah, they are boys. I'm telling you for a fact. They own all the nightclubs you go and spend money. They own all the buildings you rent. It is not a one-person thing. But you are looking for one person to blame. You don't understand that it is a system, an agent, a class of people, a gang maybe, as you can call them. It is not a one person. You cannot remove one person, change one person, and think you will do anything to change the system. You must look at it holistically. Okay, now, let me continue what they tell you now. So you see, I won't give you one story. Wait myself out here. We go maybe explain to you everything that happened for Nigeria. So whether we have to get small sense to understand, say, we as the people of Nigeria, the disenfranchised, the disenfranchised, the disenfranchised, we must look within ourselves for our solution. That our solution cannot come from the people that are destroying us. They built 700-kilometer railway. 700-kilometer railway for Ethiopia. Heavy rail. You know, this, when they say heavy rail now means, say, if you carry goods, this rail, they carry anything. Now in this rail, if you carry, they call that is heavy rail. That is the most expensive kind of rail you can build. 750 something kilometers. $5.4 billion. Everything from up to down to build the railroad cost $5.4 billion. Now, Lagos State for over 20 years, since 1999, now Lagos State don't announce their monorail, where they build since Tinubu time for governor of Lagos. Now they build them. Now, this thing is only 27 kilometers. From my two, I've been at Badagry, I've been from my two, I've been where they come from, all the way to CMS. 27 kilometers only. 750 something kilometers heavy rail for Ethiopia is 5.4 billion. Nigeria, 21 kilometers of light rail. Light rail, meaning say it can only carry human being, only for human transport. Light rail, 54 billion US dollars. 54 billion. Dollars. Now, many of now, we don't understand what they happen. You will sit down there. You go sit down there, you go say, hey, governor native. Hey. But see, for that kind of fraud to happen, you see, for that kind of fraud to happen, there will be engineers. We don't take government. Engineers, Nigerian engineers, we will go approve the procurement and the costing of all those things. We will say, yes, that's the price. Yes, that's the price. That same person will go house, go they complain. That same person will go house with his friends, they complain, say, this country not good, that they spoil our country. For that kind money, that kind of stealing to happen, bankers must be involved. Bankers must be involved. Now, these same bankers will come out of their bank and come and be lamenting and you see, for these people, many of them, for them, bad governance no mean say make this kind of thing stop. This kind of example where I give you now, it no mean say make it stop. It means say, instead of me they put 54 billion, me they put 30 billion. 54 billion too much. Me will just put 30. This is what you people are looking for. Person when no one put 54, they say the lesser evil. Instead of taking 54, he go take 30. She don't understand what they tell us. So these people, all these bankers, these professors, all these civil servants, contractors, architects, all these thieves in our society, all these lawyers, because you see this kind 54 billion, so now lawyers go write the whole contract too. They go, they see them, they be mad. These lawyers know they go they write the contract. They go they write them. These same lawyers they go come outside. They get nice Nigerian Bar Association. Here. Why they are there writing? Writing within the like. So you see, the situation where our society did. Sorry, my bad. 5.4 billion for Ethiopia, 21 billion for Nigeria. Sorry. Oh, my bad. 21 billion. Meaning say waiting. Almost 754 kilometers cost 5.4 billion. 754 kilometers cost 5.4 billion. 20 something kilometers cost 21 billion. 21. They'll say, make somebody come and do it for 10. That's a good person that did it for 10. So you see all these professionals, we go write all these things, we go agree, all of them go do meetings with all these politicians. See that their job going to liberate us in this country. It's their job to say the truth to the people, to analyze the situation in the country, to bring about a new direction for Nigeria. But what would they rather do? Now this kind of business they like. That's what they all rather do. This kind of business. Now this kind of business gone they like. Because now here everything they chop for Nigeria. So instead of them to come outside and tell you the truth, instead of them to come outside and speak the facts and lay out figures as it is, they will come outside, come misdirect you now. Come give you another God to worship. So that when the Yawa guys, they go sit down with you and they complain. They go sit down with you and they complain. Though. So that's the game. The leading blacks all over the world, are there to make you forever inferior. They are there to make you look up to things. And they tell you, that's all they want you to look up to. The leading blacks all over the world are there to make you feel inferior. To look at things, and until you by yourself begin to raise your consciousness, let me tell you, nobody, now until you're ready yourself to raise your consciousness and grasp your destiny by your own hand, nothing can change in your life. Nothing can change in Nigeria. You continue bouncing from one oppressor to another. I done the shout for 2 years. Let's organize ourselves away from these people. Una young people for Nigeria. Just 2 years ago, una they shout, una need youth president. Nothing about my mouth, youth president, they will just carry presidency. Can't give you now. If you want a young president, then you organize towards it. Create your own platform to make that person your candidate that you have chosen. Instead of looking at creating our own platform to make that person on a candidate, they force on our oppressor to put somebody like himself will be on our age mate. When you no come agree put on our age mate, all come gather around old men, still go gather for old men back. Same people they shout youth. Now they don't go gather for old men back again. Now, no understand that I must do the work for myself. Now, I must do the work for myself. Now, let me show you all these men who they gather for their back. Let me show you now. Make I show you now how weak the leading blacks all over the world. Let me show you their weakness. Let me point to you. Now, look at our country, Nigeria. You go see all these old white men. Ugly old white men in their 60s, 70s, all over Lagos with the youngest, most beautiful African women as their wife. These men, in their own country, they cannot catch that kind of girl. But they will come to Nigeria, they will carry our most beautiful young girls. They give them belly. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a very good question. In all your life of living, you don't see any rich black man for Africa, for Europe, any rich black man we marry, we be 60 years. 60 years. We marry 20-year-old white girl. Or rather, I don't see any 20-year-old, 22-year-old white girl. No, get me wrong, they fuck them. They fuck them, they collect their money, they collect all those our alaye money, they fuck them, they go on the day with them. But you don't go see any 22, 23-year-old white girl. None of our governor don't carry 22-year-old white girl come back before. None of our billionaires don't carry 20-year-old white girl come back before. Never. Why? Because there's dignity in their existence. Where is our own protection for our women? So now these people now they follow. Who are they? What can they do in the world? I say 60-year-old white men are marrying 20-year-old black girls all over Africa. How many of our governors are bringing black 20-year-old white girls as wives? How many of our senators, our ministers, how many of them fit? They just chop their money, they go in. They no fit poor white 20-year-old European girl. 20, will you be 40? Married with your pikin. Oluwa Kenzi say e dey bro. Now show me an African girl carry from Cape Verde. Show me the wife, an African woman. Half-caste girl from Cape Verde. That's all of them be for Cape Verde. Very beautiful women. But an African woman be that. An African woman. Come and show me. No, come and show me, because they have no true power. They control nothing really. If your people are that exposed, that your young girls, you cannot protect the key to life in your community, your women, the epitome of your existence. Can you? Not at all. But you want people to, you believe that this kind of people have the mindset or power to do anything for 60 years? For 60 years? So there's no power there. Many people, they tell me, say, Seun, go and join this, let's join APC, let's join PDP, let's join Labour to get power, let's join change things from within. Change things from within. Change things from within. Change things from within. Show me once in the history of humanity that anything has been changed from within. Show me once in the history. Now you see, one guy here last time, you say, no, blame those men. He blame our. You see, you blame the sisters because you don't understand the system. You don't understand the system. Africans have no dignity. Our women are exposed. We as men lack the ability as African men to protect our women. That's why when African men today talk of submission, shut up. You don't know what submission is. Submission is an arrangement that comes from protection. If you cannot protect somebody, you have no right to ask them for submission. Which kind of submission? Which submission that they ask for? It's not the sister's fault. Because as a man, if you are a poor man, I keep telling people, if you are a poor man in this world, you are 10 times better off than a poor woman. You don't know what it means to be a poor woman? Because you are living in this world, you misogynistic, Europeanized men, you don't understand the relationship that you must have with a woman in your own cultural understanding of the African self. You continue to copy, you understand? You don't know what it means, what we are creating for our women, the situations we are putting them in. You as a man, you can wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, you bath, you go outside. Society accepts you like that. But a woman cannot just brush her teeth, bath, and go out. What if she's on a period? She need to buy pad. She will still need to put small makeup, small eyeliner, small touches, do something to her hair. Because of the pressures and the conditionings of society. How many lipstick do you have to buy as a poor man? How many pads do you have to buy as a poor man? Do you also buy bra when you buy boxers? Please, let's not ever blame our women for the situation that we as African men have refused to build the walls for them. We continually, as African men, we want to exist inside European and Arab world. We want to be existing inside other people's world, not knowing that our duty as men is to build our own world where all of us are thriving. Build our own world where all of us are thriving. You want to continually live in other people's world and blame your women for also doing whatever they like in the world. Please, 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 please. Don't come and sell that bullshit here. Now, let me go back to what I was saying. Like the people that continually condition us to go and join our oppressors for power. Join this party, join that. The only power you can get from these people is tyrannical power. The only power that exists in APC, that exists in PDP, that exists in Labour Party is tyrannical power. Tyrannical power. The power to oppress, finish, the power to control. That's all they have. So whoever joins these people will definitely come out as tyrants. You cannot come out as anything other than what that thing is built upon. So until the people of Nigeria, where they really see, because you know, many games played in on us in Nigeria. Many games, they play many games for our head. So it's difficult for people to really understand the truth because you don't go school. They don't say me you trust your teacher, trust your lecturer, but all the people you're supposed to trust continually lie to you. So it's difficult for you to see where you are going. It's difficult. It's difficult sometimes for Nigerian people to see where they are going. You know? So we continue to be the one to help them to draw us back. You know? When we should just be organizing ourselves by ourselves. I've said it. This not be the one where you will go bribe lecturer. You see, the mindset that the lecturer that is taking bribe is a good man. You must kill that mindset. You see, many of these professionals, whether for this bank, where they for civil service, where they for the lawyer office, where they write all this contract, where they assist all this laundering, all this stealing, it is done by the professionals in the private sector. Because you there, they blame government. But how is the money moving without the private sector? Not be architect and contractor, and they build estate with stolen money. You know, the system a governor be the owner, where he for see money. He go shut up, he go collect money, he go say God don't bless her, he go build estate. Where's the money moving? Through, if it's not through the private sector. Where's the money moving through? Where is the money moving through? Up and down the place. So now, we get to the situation in our country. We as a people refuse to see the truth where they our front by ourselves. We refuse to see the truth. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Can you hear? If you can hear me, let somebody just let me know you can hear me. Can anybody here still hear me? Because I don't know what's going on with my audio. Okay, I think you can still hear me. Okay, good. So now we live for Nigeria in a situation where people are continually deceiving